I have 3 questions for you, and if the answer to any of them is yes, then this video is for you. Are you tired of the security breaches of the cloud storing platform? Are you frustrated with the constant nagging of the cloud storage regarding how low free space available? And are you unhappy with the restrictions on the number of devices you can log into? Well, if the answer to any of them is yes, then this video is for you. Hello, this is Mosham from the channel Blog Monk, where I simplify blogging and SEO. In today's video, we are going to discuss about a new cloud storage platform called Treasure Cloud. When I first used this Treasure Cloud, it had a very sluggish interface, and that's the reason I initially stopped using it. But when I saw that this storage, it came in the AppSumo platform, I was a little surprised, and then I again started to use it, and I found that they have improved their performance drastically. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss everything that you need to know regarding the Treasure Cloud storage. So you will be knowing the 19 pros and 21 cons and how to get your 800 GB of free storage using this cloud storage platform. If you want to read this entire video as an article, then the link is in the description. You will find it in my website. So before we start, let's understand that the two main points that this particular cloud storage platform is highlighting is that it is giving you a free cloud storage of 800 GB. Now 20 GB is guaranteed. So if you use my referral link, then you will find 10 GB free, and 10 GB they give you anyhow. So 20 GB is guaranteed. In order to get the 800 GB, then you have to refer your friends. So each friend you refer, you will get 10 GB of space. Thus you can refer up to 80 people. So that's something that no other cloud storage platform is giving you. But along with that, the next best thing about this cloud storage is that it's security. It offers you zero encryption security, and that too in the free pricing. So let's get started. Now, what are the main alternatives to this cloud storage platform? Now, right now there are many cloud storage platforms already available. Some of them I have mentioned over here. Dropbox. Now, Dropbox free offers you only a jokingly 2 GB of space. Now, in Google Drive you do get 15 GB, but this 15 GB is a combined of all the services. So from next month onwards, even Google Photos is going to charge you of this 15 GB. Then we have OneDrive. Over there you get only 5 GB. Box offers you 10 GB of free space, but there is a file size limit of 250 MB. Peak Cloud offers you 10 GB with referral, but if you see my account, even after referral also I have not yet received my entire 10 GB. I still have 2 GB locked. So these things I don't like, when people lock your free space. Then we have IceDrive. Over there you get straightforward 10 GB, but there is no referral link in order to increase this. Then we have iDrive. It offers you 5 GB, but it lacks the two-factor authentication, which is also available in your Treasure Cloud. And then we have iCloud. Well, it offers 5 GB, but unless and until you have a Apple environment platforms or apps, mobiles and Mac, in that case this is of no use. Now, regarding security, the best thing is that when you upload anything to Treasure storage, it will encrypt your files by default. So when you upload anything on their platform, they will encrypt it using the encryption. But when you upload data to other connected storage, because this is not just a cloud storage platform, it can connect multiple cloud storage along with that. It can connect Box, Dropbox, Google Drive, and OneDrive is coming. So as you can see, I have already connected. So from my this Treasure Cloud storage, I can access Box, I can access Dropbox, I can access Google Drive. So this thing I can access right now. They are planning to include OneDrive also, and along with OneDrive, they also plan to include other cloud storage platforms like pCloud and so on. So this is a feature which was available in Kufer, and to be honest, I use Kufer for all my personal uses. Now let's move on. Now if you upload the files or folder to say other cloud storage platforms like Dropbox or Google Drive, in that case you have the option to either select an secured upload or unsecured upload. So you will find that option over here. Go to settings. In the settings, in the security, you have the option over here, secure upload to non-treasure cloud storage. So if I turn it on, then whenever I upload any file to suppose Dropbox or Google Drive, then those files will also be encrypted. But the problem is that in that case you can only access those files when you use their Treasure platform, because Treasure is encrypting those files. So this is a advantage and also disadvantage. If I directly, suppose I upload a file to Google Drive using Treasure cloud storage and I have encrypted that, in that case if I directly visit Google Drive, in that case I cannot view that file. I can only view that file when I am on the platform. So this is something which you need to pay attention to. What happens is that whenever we upload anything to the Treasure cloud, what it does is that, suppose I want to copy this folder or this particular file. Suppose I want to copy this file. I want to copy this file from here to Treasure. So what I have is that, suppose I type this. So what it will do is that this is going to first download the copy on your browser, and then it is going to encrypt it, and then it is going to re-upload it. And this is going to do this, why? Because I have enabled the security feature, because it is a zero encryption knowledge and it can only encrypt the file when you are in its platform. So this is something which you need to pay attention. So as you can see, I can directly copy it. So I've copied the file. Now what are the salient features? The salient features of these cloud platforms are that it's end-to-end encrypted. So no one can view your files. It also has zero knowledge encryption. Hence, even if someone hacks into the server of Treasure Cloud, they will still not be able to see your files, because they do not have your key, the unique key which is given to each individual when they sign up. The next biggest salient feature is that all your cloud storage can be easily connected. As you can see over here, I already have all of them connected. Apart from that, you can search through and manage all the cloud storage from this platform. So you have a search. This is a universal search. So whenever I search any file, it is not only going to search the Treasure platform but also other platforms. Apart from that, you can also share the files, obviously, but while sharing, these files are secured while sharing also. We will discuss regarding all of them one by one. You also have a two-factor authentication, as you can see over here. Two-factor authentication is also present, so you can use either SMS or a authenticator app like Google Authenticators in order to access this. And the best part is that, which I like, is that there is no restriction on number of devices that you can log in. So even in the free version, if you see their pricing, in the free version, the standard free version also, they do not limit. There is no limit on number of uploads, number of downloads. The only limit which they offer is that the number of clouds you can connect, but that too you can eliminate if you buy it from their AppSumo link. But please go through the entire video and then you will understand whether you should buy it or not. And the next thing is that the free storage which you are getting, it will last for your lifetime. Hence, if somehow you can refer 80 people, so the 800 GB plus 10 GB which they are giving, plus if you use my link, you are getting another 10 GB. So this 820 GB which you get by referral, this will remain with you for your lifetime. So they are not going to take it away, neither the facilities which they are promising. So these are the salient features. Apart from that, as I have told you, there are other pros also. So we will discuss exactly 19 pros and 21 cons regarding this cloud storage platform. Now if you want to buy their lifetime plan which is available in AppSumo, you can use this link of mine. It's in the description. So if you use this link, in that case you will get a $10 credit in order to spend on AppSumo. Hence the 1 TB plan, which is originally $49, you can get it with $39 using my referral link. Plus they also have a 3 GB plan and 3 TB plan and 5 TB plan. So you can check it over here. As you can see, these are all lifetime plans. For $1.49 you are getting 1 TB of storage, which is huge. No other platform is providing you with this, not even Kufer. You can connect unlimited cloud storage, and obviously these things are available by default. And if you use this link of mine in order to set up an account, in that case this $49 will cost you only $39. Similarly, this $98 will cost you $2 and it will cost you $88, and this $147 will cost you $137. So you will get a $10 credit using the referral link. If you do not want to buy it from the AppSumo, then you can use this link in order to get your free 10 GB storage. So I'm going to show you how to install it and what are the things. So just stay with me. Now, whenever a company launches, the best thing which I like about a company is that when they can provide you a public roadmap, and that is available with this SaaS program. So they have a public roadmap, so you can see it over here. The link is in the description. All these links, the public roadmap, their website, their Twitter handles, privacy policy, terms and condition, everything is in the description. So if you check their public roadmap, you will find that they have clearly mentioned what are the services they are going to incorporate, when they are going to incorporate, and also you can suggest them. I have suggested few things. They have also already they have added them in their service, so they are working day and night in order to make their service as best as possible. So this is something which I like. The next thing which I am happy about them is that they have a dedicated team. So this service, they have a dedicated team, so you can find them on your LinkedIn. So in LinkedIn they have their profile, and over there you can find all the employees, and they are genuine employees. They are the employees who have earlier worked in security companies, so you can check them. So they are genuine people. It's a genuine company. So these two things are something which I like. So they have a genuine profile and they have a public roadmap. So because of these two factors, I find that this is a good platform to use. So let's get started. Now this Kufer, they have their base both in London as well as in Singapore. So this company is basically set up at Singapore, but they have their offices in London. Now they have a team of cybersecurity experts. I've already shown you their LinkedIn profile. So they are a team and they are dedicated. They are not part-time employees. They are using the Amazon Web Services in order to provide the storage capacity, and hence you can expect quality performance and security in their services. They have right now their Windows and Mac desktop clients, and along with that they also have Android and iOS app. They do not have any native Linux client, but you can use the web interface right now, and they have, to be honest, promised that they are going to incorporate the Linux client also. Let's discuss all the 19 pros. First one is that the Treasure Cloud Storage, it offers client-side encryption, that is the zero knowledge encryption, even in their free versions. So you have that even in the free version, which other cloud storing platforms, they charge you extra money. And because they're using this end-to-end encryption and, to be honest, zero knowledge, you might face a little lag, and sometimes the speed of upload and download may impact if you're using it for a large space. So this is something we need to take into consideration. The next thing is that it is a multi-cloud storage management system. So as I have already shown you, you can right now connect Box, Dropbox and OneDrive. They are planning to add pCloud, OneDrive in the few coming months, and apart from that, other cloud storage also. Third is that their referral program is extremely wonderful. Let me show you the referral portion. So from the settings, if you go to referral, as you have seen, I have referred 5 people till now, and so I have received 50 GB and I can get a maximum bonus of 800 GB. This is my referral link. So these are the people and when they have signed in and I have achieved it. So let's see how you can install. The link is in the description. So if you go using this link, in that case you will get a 10 GB of free bonus. So let me install it. So I'll be using this mail ID in order to install a new account. So once you go through my referral link, what will happen is that you have to provide a email ID. Now this email ID, this is the only way by which Treasure Cloud Storage account recognizes you. So there is no way you can change this. So once you enter this, they will ask for a verification code which they have mailed you. So this is my verification code. So you can directly click over here to verify the account, or you can just copy it. So it's 281182. So let me type it, 281182. Sometimes I find that it doesn't matter. Okay, let me write the name. I always prefer a very highly secured password, so I use, let me generate one. Okay, I'm going to change this password later on, so there is no way you can have access to my password. Now over here you have an option. You see, you can allow Treasure to securely backup your recovery word. Now what happens is that if you do not turn it on, in that case Treasure is going to provide you with a key. Now this authentication key is very essential because this is the only way by which you can have access to your account if something happens over there. What do I mean by that is that, see, what happens in zero knowledge encryption is that they provide you with a key, and that is the key through which all your data are encrypted. So if you lose this key, in that case you cannot read your encrypted data, and that is the whole idea about zero knowledge encryption. Because even if a engineer sitting in the Treasure Cloud Storage, they have access to the server, they have access to your file, but if they do not have access to your this recovery key or this so-called secured key, they cannot access your, they cannot see what is the text or what is the document. So this is something which is great, but the problem is that if you lose this, in that case there is no way Treasure Cloud Storage can recover your account. So over here what you can do is that if you turn it on, what they will do is that they will keep your data into their own data vault. So if you turn it on, in that case this service will not be 100% your zero knowledge encryption, because they will have the backup key. But since they have given you the option, you can turn it off, and in that case they will not have access to your data key. But please keep that backup securely. So for this purpose I am not going to turn it on, I am going to turn it off and move on. So as they will give you a reminder, Treasure will not be able to recover your account in case you lose your recovery word. So do you want to continue? You can click and continue. So you have to wait for a minute. They are generating the recovery word. So they have generated recovery word. You can click over here and copy the word, or you can click over here and download the recovery word. So you can download the recovery word. Now since I have done this, what will happen is that my service has become 100% zero knowledge encrypted. So even if their engineers have access to every server of Treasure Cloud, they cannot read my data because they don't have the key. So we can finish the registration. I am repeating once more. Kindly keep this recovery key with you. Save it in a secure location, because if you lose this recovery key and something happens to your account, Treasure Cloud cannot access or recover your account. But if you have turned it on, as I've shown you, they would have saved this in their vault, and in that case, if required, if you ask them, they would have done it. Now obviously, once you have signed in, they will ask you whether you want to receive the email notification for special offers or product updates. It's up to you whether you want to turn it on. I generally turn them on. If I do not like, then I can later on unsubscribe also. So continue. That's it. I got my 20 GB of storage. See, since this was referred to me, so you will have the 20 GB storage. And what had happened over here is that since I have referred, so if I refresh it, in that case you will find that my referral bonus has also increased. So if you use my link, I will get 10 GB storage, it's a fact, but you will also be getting the 10 GB storage. So right now you have 20 GB of cloud storage free. Okay, the next thing is that not only you have 20 GB of cloud storage free over here, you can also connect other cloud storage platforms, as you can see over here, Box, Dropbox and OneDrive. I'm going to connect each of them one by one. But before that, I will suggest you that you have them already logged in the browser. So as you can see, I have these accounts already logged in into my browser. So I have logged in into the browser. This makes this process easier. So this process will become easier now. So let me first integrate Box. Just click Box, click continue. It will ask you to provide the username and password in order to authenticate. So let me authorize, grant access, and that's it. Your Box will get integrated. So this Box account got integrated. See, whatever I had in Box, I can view it from here also. Next, let me integrate Dropbox. Continue. It will ask me to allow. And your Dropbox will also get integrated. See, Dropbox also got integrated. And the last one, let me integrate OneDrive. Continue. So I have two accounts over here. Let me select this account. So you have to allow it. Once you allow, in that case, you can then have access to this. So as you can see, I have this sample document folder over here. I can view this from here also. Now I do not have to log into individual cloud storage platforms in order to access them. Why? Because I can directly access all of them from here. So I can access all of them from here. So if I have any sample data, I can click it and I can view. So the problem right now is that this is one of the disadvantages of them. They do not have access to preview all the documents right now. So you cannot access and view all the documents. Some of them you can view, and some of them they are going to add. So image files you can view, as you have seen. I can, and not only from their cloud storage, not only from this cloud storage, you can view the items from other cloud storage accounts also. So if I click over here, the PDF, the text file. Now there are a few services which you can preview. So PDF you can preview, JPG, PNG images you can preview. You can listen to certain audio musics. So these things you can preview. So this is a great thing also, and they are improving the service. So this is something which you need to understand. Okay. The next great thing about them is that their search console, this is a universal search. So suppose I search the term BlogMonk. So what will happen is that this is going to search all the connected cloud storages along with its own cloud storage and tell me where this word is present. So as you can see, in Treasure I have one file by the name BlogMonk. In Box I have 5 files by the name BlogMonk. In Dropbox I have 5 files by the name BlogMonk, but in Google Drive I do not have. So this is a very good universal search feature. To be honest, even Kufor does not have it. I mean, Kufor also does not show this in this way. So this is something which they have added recently, and this is good. So this is something which I am very happy about them. The next great thing is that while sharing, you have the option to share your files, and that shared file will also be highly secured. Plus, those files will also have a expiry date. So suppose I want to share this file, I can right click, I can click share, and then there are 2 ways of sharing. The first one is that over here I have to provide the name of the person, sorry, the email ID, and then I can share. In that case, that person will get the email notification and they can access this file. But the problem with this is that over here the person have to have a Treasure account. So if you share using this email, in that case the person need to have a Treasure account. But you can, as I have told you, you can select the expiry date when this link needs to be expired, and also you can write custom note and then you can share. But if you do not want your recipient to log in or sign in to a Treasure account and have an account, what you can do is that you can make the file public. So you can create a public link. If you create a public link, in that case you will not only have the link, you will have a password, a super complicated password. The disadvantage over here is that you cannot customize the password. So this password is system generated, and you have to give both the public link and the password. So let me copy the public link and show it to you. If I go to incognito mode and paste it, and someone who has access to this public link, they cannot access your file unless and until you provide them with the password. So it will ask for password. If you provide them with the password and then grant access, they can download the file. Now if you are using the public link, in that case the person does not have to sign up for a Treasure account. But if you are using the share option over here, in that case the person has to have a account. So this is something you need to understand. The next great thing is that Treasure account, it has a trash bin. So whenever you delete any file, it remains in the trash bin. But the problem with this is that they have not mentioned the time period, because they have not mentioned up to how much time your files are going to remain in the trash bin. So this is something which I would have loved them to mention. So this is something you need to understand. Apart from that, right now they do not have any versioning. By versioning, what I mean is that suppose I have this my learning file. Now if I have edited this file and re-uploaded it over here, in that case this original file would have been deleted. Now if I wanted to roll back to the earlier version, I do not have that feature available. But they have that on their roadmap, so they are going to include that in the future also. So this is something which you need to understand. You do not have versioning feature in them right now, but they will add it. As I've already told you, you can preview few types of files you can access, especially the image files you can access. Now what I liked about the interface is that over here you can view the file as list, as tiles, or as large tiles. So in large tiles you can preview it better. As you have seen that it lags for a minute. See, it will lag for a minute, and the reason is that it is using zero knowledge encryption, so it takes some time in order to access your file because it has to decrypt your information. So this is something which you must understand. So if you are opting for security, you have to compromise somewhat in your speed. So I have access of tiles, I have access of large tiles, and I also have access to list. So it depends upon how you want. This particular folder, this folder is a auto generated folder from my mobile. Later on I'm going to show you the mobile interface also, how you can auto upload your photos. As Google Photos is going to charge you for the amount of storage you're using for them from June onwards, hence this is a good service. As I have already mentioned that you can copy from other cloud storage back to your Treasure account, and you can move among them also. So suppose I have this particular file, I want to copy or move it. Suppose let me move it, so I can move it to any of them. Suppose I want to move it to Box. Now as I have shown you over here, while moving or copying you have this option, secure my files while moving or unsecure it. Now what is the difference between them? See, if you do not click this secured file, what will happen is that Treasure is going to directly copy this file from one cloud storage to another cloud storage. That's it, plain simple. So I want to copy, I copied it. Suppose I want to copy to the Treasure, to suppose other cloud storage Box. So if I do not do it, the copy will be directly. But while copying, if I select secured, what will it do is that it is going to first download the file in my browser, and then it is going to encrypt the file, and then it is going to upload it to the cloud storage. So please pay attention to this fact. I'm repeating myself once more. When you want to copy from one cloud storage to another cloud storage, you have two options. Now if you are copying it to Treasure account, in that case you do not have that option. Suppose I want to copy this file to Treasure. If I want to copy this file to Treasure, over there I do not have this option. So over there, any file you copy, that will be encrypted. So they are going to download this file to your browser because only you have the encryption key. So your encryption key is not present in their server. So it is right now, since I have logged into my Chrome browser, so right now my browser has that encryption key. So he's going to encrypt the file and then re-upload it in the Treasure account. But if I want to transfer the file from one cloud storage to another, in that case I have the option to either secure the file or unsecure it. If I do not secure the file, then the file will be directly copied. But if I secure the file, in that case it will be encrypted and then copied. Now if I encrypt the file, then the problem is that I can only access those files when I am in the Treasure dashboard. So if I'm using the web interface or I'm using the mobile interface, only then I can access those encrypted files. And you see the encrypted files will have this symbol over here. So this will have a symbol. Let me show it to you first. Let me copy this avatar photo. Let me copy this first in Treasure. And since it is in Google Drive, let me copy it to my Dropbox also without secure. So as you can see, this YouTube avatar, right now in the Treasure account, this YouTube avatar, see in Dropbox, this YouTube avatar does not have a encryption symbol over here. Why? Because this is not encrypted. While copying, I have not encrypted it. But in Treasure account, okay, somehow it did not get copied. So let me recopy it and show it to you. Oh no, I have copied. So see, it got copied. In Treasure account, when it got copied, it has the padlock over here, which represents that this is secured. But in Dropbox, when I copied, I did not secure it, so it does not have that padlock. One more thing, as you have seen, if I do an unsecured copy or move or anything, the process is very fast. But if I do a secured copy in Treasure account, as I have shown you, it takes some time. I'm again repeating myself. If you do a secured copy it will take time, because your file has to be downloaded to your browser. It has to be encrypted in your browser, because only you have the security code, and then it will be uploaded. So this process takes time. One way to improve the speed is that do not have multiple tabs turned on, because this process depends upon your system resource. So if you do not have a high resource system, in that case I will suggest that you just close all the tabs and only keep the Treasure web interface on, and then do it. In that case the process will be slightly faster. So this is my recommendation in order to improve the speed. Now as you have seen, you can sort the file as based upon your size. You can sort the file based upon their name. You can sort based upon their modified date. And over here you can see this is shared to whom, only you, or it is shared to some other person. So this is something which they have mentioned. The sharing option, as I have told you, you have two sharing options. Either the public link. If you generate the public link, you will have the link and the password. Now you cannot share the link without password. This is because of security reasons, because while sharing also the files are encrypted. So without the security code, your recipient cannot download the file. If you use public link, then the person does not have to create a Treasure account. If you use the normal email sharing link, in that case you have to use. Another great feature is that they have the add to favorites option. So suppose I have this particular file, my learning, and I add it to favorite, add to favorite. In that case this will go to my favorite option, so it will be over here. But right now you cannot do this for other connected cloud storage. So if you go to other connected cloud storage, you do not have that option, so you cannot do that. You cannot favorite it, but any file which you have in Treasure, you can add it to your favorites. This is a feature which I personally like and I use it. Then you can create as many folders and subfolders as you want. So as you can see, there are 5 folders over here. Under the folder also you can create another folder. So you can create another folder. So you can create as many folders and subfolders. As you have seen, while creating folder also, it takes some time in order to generate the folder. Two reasons: because it is encrypting the folder also, plus you have the tabs on, so it will take some time. I have multiple tabs on. In their cloud platform, in their apps, they have the biometric option also available. So we will at the end of the video also I'm going to show it to you, their Android app version. So just stay with me. Okay, now if I go to their settings, if I go to security, you will find that they have two-factor authentication. So this is already inbuilt in them. Many cloud storage platform does not have. You can turn it on depending upon your choice. You have two ways of two-factor authentication. One is through SMS. So you have to provide your mobile number, and they are going to, each time you want to log in, they will provide you with a code. You have to enter that code, and only then you can access. If you do not want to provide your phone number to them, you can use the Google Authenticator also, that are also available. So you can use that and use the two-factor authentication. As I have told you, while creating this particular account, this personal account, I enabled the protect my keys. So they have my recovery key with them. If someday something happens to my account and I cannot access this, I can request them. They can get it from their Treasure vault and they can give it to me. Now over here, when I create an account as a demo account to you, over here you will find that it is turned off. Now the thing is that once you turn it on in the initial phase, you cannot turn it off. So you cannot turn it off. So this is something which you need to remember. They have the secure upload. You can do it by default. So if I enable this, anytime I upload any file to other cloud storage account, those will also be secured using my encryption. But the problem, as I have told you, you can only access them using Treasure storage, not beyond that. Now they do have an account activity tab mentioned over here, so you can see the web activities. So from where this has been accessed. So you can see right now I am in India, so you can see this is accessed in India. I am using a Linux system, so it is showing me the Linux system. Apart from that, you can also see whether you have access through Android device or other. What are the applications that have access to it? Right now only my mobile has been access to it, and also you can see the failed attempt. So, and what is the reason of that, whether the wrong password, those things can also be shown. But the thing which I did not like about them is that they do not have the option to revoke. Suppose I can see that I have a web login or I have a Android login, but I have no option to revoke, but they are going to add that in the future. So I'm pretty sure about them. So this is something we need to understand. The profile we have seen, but right now you can only provide your name and email ID. You cannot provide them your image. This image is also not available in your Android version. Something which I did not like is that when the accounts are connected, they do not show you what is the free space available. So if I use Kufer, it also has a facility like this, multi-cloud management system. Over there I can view. So I hope they are going to add this. So this is something which they need to interface. The next thing regarding disadvantages, what are the things they need improvement? Drag and drop facilities available for uploading the file. So if I want to drag and drop a file into the storage, it is possible, but I cannot drag and drop your files in their Android app. So over there is not possible, but in here you can drag and drop. So you can drag and drop it. As I have told you, while sharing, you do not have the ability to create a self-generated password. This is something which I did not like. They have zero knowledge encryption, but because of that it is hampering the speed. So this is something which they need to work on. There is no file versioning system right now available. Now the thing which is that they have not done any security audit, so I cannot trust them completely. This is a very new company. It came during the last phase of 2020, so it's a very new company, and unless and until they do a third-party security audit, I will not completely trust them with my highly secured files. Though it is encrypted, I completely understand that those are encrypted, but unless and until they do a security audit, I am not going to trust them with the super sensitive files. But for all other files, they are more than sufficient. Right now they have a file size upload limit of 2 GB, so you cannot upload a file which is greater than 2 GB. Even you buy through AppSumo link or other, you cannot do it. So that is a limitation they have right now. But if you use their desktop client, in that case they have improved it to 7 GB. So up to 7 GB file you can upload through desktop client, and by June-July they are planning to increase it to 10 GB. So I am pretty sure that with time they will get it increased in all the platforms. Right now there is a major limitation of folder size. It cannot be more than 1 GB when you upload. So if you have a folder size, if you have a folder which is more than 1 GB, you cannot upload, and it cannot have more than 1000 files. They have also promised that they are going to work on it, and they are going to improve that limitation also. Right now you can incorporate your Box, Dropbox and Google Drive, but in future they are going to add other cloud storage platforms into them. Right now they do not have any dark mode into their platform, but they will be adding that too. One more thing is that they do not have any centralized photo viewer. If you have used the pCloud app, you will find that there is an option. When you click it on, you can see all the images which are present. Right now if I have to view an image, I have to go to individual folder, and from then only I can view the image. But they have added this in their public roadmap, and very soon you will have a tab over here or in their app from where you can directly access all your files, that too arranged according to date. So this is something which they are going to work on. Right now they do not have any native Linux client, but they have promised that they are going to add the native Linux client too in future. So if you ask my verdict, so I will tell you that this is a very new company. And since they have not done any security audit right now, I am not going to completely trust them 100%. I love their facilities which they are providing. I love the fact that they have two-factor authentication. They are going to give me my security code. It's zero knowledge encryption. I trust everything. I am happy with them, but I am not going to trust with them with my super sensitive files. But for all other files, I am going to use it. And I'm also going to buy their AppSumo deal, because this is something which is tempting. For a $49, I am getting 1 TB, and that too for lifetime, and unlimited cloud storage accounts that can be added. So this is something which no other platform is providing me. They are providing this because this is a new company, and then they want reach. They want people to know about them, and hence they are doing this. So I'm going to buy this. It's up to you whether you want to buy it or not. You can also try their free version, the free service. Use my link to get the 10 GB extra, and try it for a few days and verify and judge yourself. If you are happy, in that case you can buy their AppSumo link. The link is also present in the description. So if you use my link, as I have told you, you will get a $10 credit from AppSumo. So this, you will get all of them at $10 less. So it will be $39, it will be $88, and it will be $137. So that's my verdict. I am happy that they have a Facebook and Twitter community. Very soon I hope they are going to add the Reddit also. Even though it is a new company, they are paying attention to customer feedback and reviews. So anytime someone is giving any comment over there, as you can see, I also have requested them few features. So they have promised to add them also in the future. As you can see, yes, I asked them about something, so they have replied to me. So they have clearly replied me. So they are working hard on their service. They are trying to make sure that they add the features based upon their recommendation of the customer. Your upload and download speed, as I've told you, this may vary depending upon your internet speed, but you cannot completely blame them because they're using zero knowledge encryption. So it will take time to encrypt the file and upload it and also decrypt it. So you have to be patient with them. So right next, let's see the web in their app interface, the Android app, and then I will give my final verdict. Let me take you to my mobile. In the Play Store, you can search for Treasure. You will find the Treasure Cloud. Now it does not have a high rating right now because it's a new product and there are many bugs which is available in the app version, and they're working hard. So once you open the Treasure app, you will find that it takes some time to load. This is the fingerprint authentication facility. You can turn it on or off depending upon your requirement. On the left hand side, you will find that over there you have your multi-cloud storage options. So from there you can select your Box, Dropbox, or your Google Drive account, and you can view the files, you can copy the files, you can send the files from this interface. So you can view each of them from this single interface. You can also connect other devices. Right now it is not showing Box over here, so to add Box you have to use the web interface. They also have the trash account, so over there you will find all the trashed items in order to restore them later on. On the settings, you will first find the profile settings. In the profile settings, you will have your name and email ID. You cannot upload the profile picture right now, but they will add this feature very soon. From the security tab, you will find that you can change password, you can secure upload, you have two-factor authentication and biometric. So if you turn on biometric, then you do not have to type the password. All you have to use is the biometric facility of your mobile. In the camera upload, you have the option to auto upload photos. The photos and videos will be auto uploaded in a default folder generated by the Treasure Cloud Storage. It will be my photos and videos followed by your phone name. You can auto upload, or you can customize and select a particular folder which you want to auto upload. Now this is a great alternative for Google Photos because Google Photos are going to charge us from July onwards. Next, you have the notification. Now this will be implemented soon, so right now it is not available. You have the referral option also over here. So over here you can see how many people have signed in using your referral link. You can view your files as you have seen in web interface, but as usual you will find that there is a slight delay because all your files are encrypted, and thus it will take some time to load your files. It also depends upon your system resource. You can create a new folder or you can upload a file. So you have the option to upload files. If you select the file option, you can navigate to the particular folder and then select the item which you want to upload. You can upload any type of files. So just let me upload a very small file. So let me upload this light bulb. As I have told you, all the files which are uploaded are encrypted first, and hence it is going to take some time in order to upload your files. You can view what files are being uploaded and what are being downloaded. Now, as I have already told you that you can create folder, so you can name it anything and then a new folder will be created, but the folder creation process also takes some time. So this is something which you have to compromise, so either speed or security. You can select any file and you can upload them. Let me upload another file and show it to you. So you can upload any type of file, so there is no limitation with that, but the file size has to be less than 2 GB right now, but they are going to increase that file limitation also in future. You can view the files and folder in either the list format or in the thumbnail format, so both are available. You can select a file by clicking it, but right now drag and drop transfer is not available in the app portion. Also, you can share files but you cannot share folder, but they have promised that they are going to add that in the future. So my final verdict will be that you can use this service. It's a very good service, but unless and until they do a third-party security audit, I will not keep my highly secured files and folders in this particular cloud storage. But for anything else, I am going to use this regularly. If you have liked this video, kindly hit the like button and subscribe for more awesome videos. Thank you.